Okay, so I feel a bit sick, but yeah, so I wanted to do sculpting because I really enjoy doing it. I just don't typically do it because the whole retopology thing. So yeah. So I was just kind of drawing some character designs. I really wanted to do a giraffe, but then I thought I just drew some characters and I really like this kind of dude's character. So yeah, so this is me kind of drawing it because originally I was just gonna model it. So I was just doing a kind of reference sheet for like the side profile and front profile. So yeah, it might not be perfect because I don't normally do these. So yeah, I've kind of lost the habit of getting references, but hopefully I should continue that. But yeah, so I put that into Blender, and then we're kind of using a cylinder to just kind of map out the body. Then I turn it around to then, yeah, so I align the planes, and then I can just do this and make it the correct size on the other axis, I guess. So yeah, this didn't really go well. Like, it just looks like a weird shape to me. So yeah, and the arms weren't going how I wanted them to go because they're very like kind of curvy. So yeah, and they kind of stick to the body in the reference photo, so it's very hard to do that. So yeah, I really wanted to model it like this, but sometimes it just really doesn't work because it's so difficult to do it like this. So yeah, I just find character modeling really difficult. But yeah, so I did sculpting. I didn't really do retopology, but I think I might go back and do that so then I can make him move or do something. So yeah, but I was more thinking of kind of like a character standing as like a model, but yeah. So I did two things this week. I did this and then another sculpting project because like I said, I just wanted to kind of focus on them. So yeah, I did other things in the week. So my website, so I normally sit down and do it, but I never really go in there with a plan, so it's normally really disorganized and I'm not really sure what I'm doing. So I mocked up what I wanted in Illustrator and then went and did that. I don't have any footage of it, but I promise I did it. So yeah, that's nearly done. So I just kind of want to finish it and get out of the way. So yeah. So I was just I added shapes to give me a base kind of for like the sculpt, which I think I I like how I did the sculpt. To me, I think maybe the nose could have been a little more kind of a separate part, if you get what I mean, because it's kind of merged onto the face, which will be very annoying for rigging and also retopology, but we'll get there when we get there. So yeah, gave him some ears. Doesn't have ears on the concept. No, he does, right? No, he does. So yeah, I had the concept on the other screen, but you can't see that. But yeah, so yeah, this week has been okay. It's been fine, to be honest. It's gone pretty slow though. So yeah. I did a bit of texture painting. I probably should have done vertex painting instead because I can't unwrap this because yeah, the UVs are horrible. But yeah, so this is me trying to make the body. The body was a bit weird because I didn't know how I wanted to do it. So yeah, but in the end I kind of use kind of primitives to just block it out, then I kind of merge them together in the sculpting process. So yeah. I wish there was kind of like just a remesh tool. Well, there is remesh tools in Blender, I won't lie, but like just kind of like one that does the retopology for you, because if you use kind of like the remesher modifiers, it gets rid of a lot of the detail. But if you remesh it yourself, you can keep some of that detail because you're choosing like where like the vertices go and blah blah blah. So yeah. I was gonna take the body from this and put it on the sculpted one. So yeah, but I didn't like it. Like I said, I didn't like how I did that. So yeah, so I was just kind of mapping out a pose because again, I was thinking, you know what? Let's just forget the kind of whole I want to rig it thing and just do it as a sculpt. So yeah, I do wish I put some more time into the body. I didn't really put a lot of time into that, so yeah. I might go back and do some bits before I render it, so yeah. Just kind of adding like spheres and cylinders to just kind of do the body parts, so yeah. I think this was kind of genius. So yeah, damn. So yeah, just kind of smoothing stuff and then making kind of parts thinner or fleshing them out if they're too kind of thin, so yeah. Also had that view, the kind of rendered view, which helped a lot. I really like the kind of matte look of the material, because it didn't have the material, so it just looked like a matte, so yeah. But yeah, I've been kind of thinking a lot because sometimes I can get very lazy. It's not that I'm not passionate about what I'm doing, because I am. It's just sometimes it's like that, so yeah, that's kind of annoying. But so just kind of, I don't know, thinking about what I'm going to do, because I love doing these videos. I really do, and I like kind of making something every week. But like I said, I probably said this before, but it's not really towards anything other than portfolio work, and I don't want to keep doing portfolio work forever, so yeah. I just need to kind of like put myself more out there, so yeah. I might continue the videos, I might not, so anyway, I do post my stuff on kind of like social media, so yeah, maybe once a week. But yeah, I kind of sometimes don't do it because I forget. So yeah, I'm not very like a organized, timely person. But I just really want to do something. So yeah, thinking of also getting kind of like a part-time job or something, just because, yeah, I don't know. I'm not going to be successful straight away. So yeah. Also want to kind of, you know, just move out and have my own independence, but I can't do that if I don't have an income. But also, I'm scared of getting a part-time job, because what if I just don't, if I don't do kind of the 3D stuff anymore, what if it just stops there? So that's kind of scary. But yeah, we'll figure it out. So this dude, I kind of modified his clothes a bit, because he was kind of wearing kind of like a cowboy outfit, so yeah. Do I have to censor this? I don't know, man. I don't think I need to, so yeah. This is me trying retopology, and I could have done it so much better. The thing is, because it's not symmetrical, I got confused on kind of like the body parts. I'm kind of more like doing retopology, not for the purpose of the rigging, but more for the purpose of just kind of making it, I can texture it easier, plus it's just more a clean model. If it like, I don't know, to me, if there's like, if you're showing off your model and it's retopologized, it just looks kind of more better. I don't know how to explain this, but yeah. But with the other sculpt, I did use Vertex painting, which is so much easier, but then again, there is limitations because I can't put it into Substance. I could unwrap it in Substance, but yeah, I don't like how Substance unwraps things. But yeah, so kind of just adding some text. I'm really confused if I should censor this or not. Dude, there's nothing there though. But yeah, but anyway, I just need to get out of the kind of lazy habit, you get me, and just be doing more kind of things. So yeah, but everything costs money. So yeah, I do still want to do the business thing. I'm really set on that because I feel like I'd just be better if I worked for myself. Plus it will just, I do want to, like, originally I did want to work for like a game studio or something, but I feel like I don't know, with kind of those jobs you need a lot of experience and stuff, so yeah. I need to kind of like maybe force it more, if that makes sense, because like I did go and email some of the companies, but yeah, I didn't really push onto it. Like I didn't make it a big thing. I should have emailed more companies, or just like, yeah. So yeah, this is me kind of doing the drawers. So with the kind of monster eating drawers thing, I really struggled because I didn't know how to model this. So yeah, I was looking at the oven because I wanted it kind of in that style, because the oven's very kind of like cartoony, and that's what inspired me to make this. So yeah, I don't know if this is the sculpted version. I think it might be. But yeah, then I also got sidetracked because I wanted to do kind of like a piranha plant girl. So yeah, don't get sidetracked. But yeah, so I did go back to this dude just to yeah. So this is me making kind of like the zip thing. I kind of do. It's really cool to do kind of like details on these things. It's really satisfying as well. So yeah, gave it material, made it metallic. So yeah, also just arranging things to make it look better. But yeah, I also like, I got ZBrush, the kind of trial thing, and it's so daunting. It is so daunting. The reason why I wanted to switch to ZBrush for sculpting is because I think it's more kind of like topology friendly kind of sculpting there. Like I think you can sculpt and your topology will be nice. So that's the main reason why I wanted to switch over to ZBrush, but it looks so confusing. I don't even know how to like navigate around in it. Like it's nothing like anything I've used before. So yeah, plus the trial's 7 days, which isn't a long time if you look at how many features it has, but I guess that's the incentive to buy it, because yeah. But yeah, so yeah, it was just really scary to look at. I had no idea what I was doing. So yeah, also 3.0 Blender came out, which was very cool. I like what they've done there, honestly. So I did download it and update it. I didn't use it for these projects, but definitely in the future. Cycles is more nicer, to be honest, like especially in the viewport, it's less kind of pixely, which is nice. They also added geometry nodes, which I really don't get, but I do want to kind of experiment with them. But yeah, I just got confused the moment I looked at it, so yeah. But just gotta imagine it like the material nodes, and then yeah. But yeah, I think it's cool because that brings a kind of new way to kind of modeling and stuff. So yeah, I think you can make some really cool stuff. So I wanted to make kind of like a coin platform that he's standing on. So I used the text tool, then I converted it into a mesh and then joined the two. So yeah, I haven't rendered this one yet. I don't know, because I don't really know what to do for the background. So yeah, so I was looking at other people's sculpts just kind of for inspiration or reference, and they kind of have gradient backgrounds. So yeah, also talking about other people, so I saw this really cool thing. Props to this person, man. Honestly, complete legend, man. They basically made kind of like a VR game, but they put all their kind of like artwork in it, if that makes any sense. So like they made it kind of like a museum type thing, and then they like put their art in frames, all textures, blah blah blah. And I really think that's cool, and I think that's an interesting idea, especially if you want to get into game design or something like that. I feel like that would definitely blow people away. So yeah, I just feel a bit cheesy if I would do that, because I feel like am I allowed to do that? Like yeah. But yeah, we'll see. Plus, I don't know, I think a VR game is kind of easy because I can use Unreal to do it, and Unreal kind of has a lot of things built in. So it has kind of like presets for games, which Unity doesn't, which is also a plus. So yeah, I wouldn't really have to do much coding. I would have to do no coding pretty much, and just do sorry to just do kind of like put the kind of things in. Oh my god, sorry, I've lost my words. But I could do it differently because I do models. I could do it where you walk around the models and stuff like that. I think that would be cool. But yeah, I can put all my stuff in. Like, I can put these sculpts in because, yeah, they would just completely break the whole thing. So yeah, that was a very nice idea, but I do feel a bit weird about talking about it. But yeah, also another problem with the kind of portfolio situation is the things compared to what I do now are very kind of like not downgraded, but maybe like not the same type of things. So I don't know if I want to put those on my portfolio just because they kind of like, they seem mismatchy, kind of like, oh, I'm putting on my portfolio to fill it out. But then without it, my portfolio just looks a bit kind of dry. But I feel like I want it kind of short and sweet, if that makes any sense. I don't really want a massive long portfolio. Like, my original one is where you kind of click on the kind of pictures and then it comes up with a page. And the pages were pretty cool because I kind of themed them around the model. And I think that was a cool idea, but I feel like you don't want to kind of like press each model. I'll press the back one. You get me? Like, yeah, I don't know, I just think, yeah, maybe I'll do a short portfolio this time. Even though it's a really nice idea, but I feel like it might be too much information. I've tried to put minimal writing on as well because I feel like if you're looking at a design portfolio, you don't want writing. Like, I don't know, because it's kind of conflicting, because when you look at other people's portfolios, they do writing or like a little bit of writing and you're like, do I have to explain my process or something? Also, another thing is I didn't know if to put my concepts in because it would take room, and then the whole concept thing, because I had to put pages for each kind of model and then put the concepts there. But yeah, I don't know, I've kind of not done as much concepts, and my concepts are now not as kind of like, not like, my concepts weren't detailed to start with, but like it's just kind of like a rough sketch. So yeah, but yeah, for this I did try to put it in substance and bake on the kind of sculpt, but yeah, it didn't go that well. What I should have done is maybe put kind of like spheres where the kind of bumps were, kind of, yeah. But yeah. But then I probably have to do new topology for that as well. Damn. Topology is so horrible, honestly, but you really have to seriously think about it if you're kind of getting into kind of game design and stuff like that. It's like, for product design, it doesn't really matter. The reason why I say that is because it's a render that you're making. It's not like it doesn't, it's like a one-time thing, if that makes sense. So yeah, but I really like doing this. I didn't film a bit of stuff because, you know, like, sometimes you just forget to, or it just feels better to not film yourself doing something. I kind of sometimes get more work done if I'm not filming myself. But yeah, I really enjoy doing this. It's just a pain how long it took me to get to this point. So yeah, I definitely want to re-topologize this and maybe make a rig. I'm hopeless with rigs though. I don't know how to do it, especially with like the rigs where you do, like, you have different expressions, which I think is really cool, where you can, so yeah, I don't really know how to do that, to be honest. So yeah, but I guess this is more simple compared to a human character, if you get what I mean, because like maybe you can move the drawers in and out. So yeah, we'll see. It's just kind of like retopologizing it, but making sure the detail's still there. I mean, I could, but yeah, I enjoyed this week. It was really nice to just kind of sculpt things, so yeah. I'm kind of wary on doing it, like I said, because of topology, but yeah, it was fun to do. But yeah, I'm really tired, man. Okay, but next week I might see you, I might not. But yeah, I really want to make big progress with myself, with company and stuff like that. Just kind of like, I feel like I've just kind of like, I've been doing stuff, of course, but I don't think I've really got anywhere. So yeah, just want to work on that and make sure I kind of achieve some progress, even if it is tiny. Even if I do some assets for someone's game for free or something, just something that will be used or have an impact, if that makes any sense. So yeah, haven't played Village in a while though, which is really upsetting. I really wanted to do it. I did about 2 hours of it, which is nothing if you think about it. But yeah, I'm not kind of one for story games, but I love Village, man, and The Witcher 3, but I only played 2 hours of that as well. But yeah, maybe it's a curse. But I think I'm done. I don't think there's anything else I want to say. But yeah, thank you and bye.